What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another My Damn Toys video. We are prepping for the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view on Sunday. Yes, that is an actual WWE pay-per-view name. That is very crazy and just insane that I say that to myself. But this is my prediction video. I will be going through the card, every single match, telling you my thoughts on the match, who I think is going to win, all that good stuff. There are a lot of good matches on this card. I am actually very psyched about this pay-per-view. It's probably going to be the best Raw pay-per-view of the year so far. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. Before we even get into the card, can we take a moment and realize that Finn Balor's not even on this pay-per-view? That is absolutely crazy to me. I don't even know how they are just living with themselves. They have their best wrestler not even on the card, which is absolutely crazy. But, you know, I know they're waiting for him to get back into the main event. They mention it all the time. They talk about it. I know there's a storyline building up for this. I'm just ready for that to happen. This man has just been misused for, like, ever since he returned, really. He just hasn't been placed in any opportunities besides that Fatal 5-Way. But, you know, I just hope they treat him right. I hope he gets his butt back on some match cards. Get some feuds going if you're not going to have him in the main event. But just get this man on the card, please. So the first match we have to talk about is the Cruiserweight Championship match between Neville and Akira Tozawa. This match has had an interesting build. I don't see Akira picking up the win here, even with Titus O'Neil or the Titus brand or whatever you want to call it. Neville is picking up the win here. He's proven that he is the most dominant Cruiserweight champion of this era. Most definitely, I love Neville. He is a man. He is a beautiful piece of wrestling right now. Everything he's done this year has been phenomenal. Ever since his heel turn, he has just looked amazing in the ring, on the mic, all his feuds. He destroyed Austin Aries like 3 or 4 times, and now it's time for Akira Tozawa to get destroyed and move on to somebody else. I think Cedric Alexander would be the best possible feud for Neville going forward, but Neville's picking up the win here in a very dominant match. Up next, we have a one-sided match in Enzo versus Cass. This should be pretty interesting. I think it's going to be a squash by Cass. I don't see them making Enzo look very strong. Maybe they'll do it where, you know, he just keeps getting up and keeps getting up, but Cass just keeps on beating him down and down and down until finally putting him away. But Cass is definitely picking up the win here. I just don't see them putting Enzo over Cass. But this feud has actually been interesting. I love the storytelling of it. I love the build to it. So very interested in this match. However, Enzo is going to lose. Up next, we have the Intercontinental Championship match between Dean Ambrose and The Miz. And you might as well say Dean Ambrose versus The Miz, Maurice, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel, because you know that all 3 of these guys are going to get interfered into this match. The Miz is going to retain because of shenanigans. You know it's going to happen. One of these 3 is going to cause a distraction or help The Miz in some way. You know it's going to happen. So I'm going with The Miz picking up the retain here, and I think this match is going to be pretty good. The Miz and Dean Ambrose actually have pretty good chemistry. All their matches are pretty good, and I like the build to this match. It's had a lot of funny segments and moments. So I'm going with The Miz retaining the title. So up next, we have the match between Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. The build to this match has been very weird. A lot of talk between the 2 of them. But I'm going to go with Seth Rollins picking up the win here. Bray Wyatt, you know, he's all talk, all bark, no bite. He is just a man who just cuts amazing promos and then loses when it comes down to it. He is definitely not picking up a win over Seth Rollins, especially on a pay-per-view. So I'm going with Seth Rollins picking up the win over Bray Wyatt. This match is kind of weird to me, honestly. I feel like they don't really know what they're doing with the 2 of them. So they just threw them together in a feud. But whatever it is, Seth Rollins is picking up the win. Up next, we have the 30-minute Iron Man match between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro. We have a great match right here. I think this match is going to be match of the night, hands down. You have 4 of the best performers in the ring on Raw going head-to-head in this tag team match. I think this is going to be very, very nice. You've seen through all their matches throughout this feud that these 4 can get it done when booked in a match together, especially a match like an Iron Man match. You have a lot of time, a lot of spots can be in this match. I think it'll be very, very entertaining. Definitely going match of the night here, but I'm going to predict that Cesaro is going to pick up the retain here. I just don't see the Hardy Boys getting the belts back after they just lost them at the last pay-per-view, so I'm going with Cesaro and Sheamus to retain. Up next, we have the Raw Women's Championship match between Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. This match should be very entertaining. I'm finally glad to see a new feud for Alexa Bliss. I think these 2 can absolutely tear the house down, but I'm going with Alexa Bliss to pick up the win here, retain the title. I just don't think that they're going to take the title off her right now. She's very hot right now. She's got a lot of momentum going forward, and I just think they're going to ride that out. So going with Alexa Bliss picking up the retain here. Up next, we have the ambulance match between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Very hyped for this match. I think this one also is a contender for match of the night. These two know how to work together. I think this feud has been built up for a very long time. They have a lot of physicality that they can bring to this match, so I think this is going to be a very hellacious fight. But I'm going to go with Superman himself, Roman Reigns, picking up the win over Braun Strowman. I know a lot of people are picking Braun to pick up the win, which would be nice for him. It'd be a lot of momentum for him. But I'm going to go with Roman. You know, he never loses, and I just don't see that happening right here. So I'm going with Roman Reigns to pick up the win. And last but not least, we have the match that I think everyone is so hyped up for, and that is the champion, Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe. Finally, we have Brock Lesnar defending the title for the first time since he won it at WrestleMania. This feud has been absolutely amazing up to this point. I think that the build has been fantastic. All of the appearances on Raw, all of the brawls they broke out in, the Coquina Clutch being locked in on Paul Heyman. It has just been absolutely fantastic, and I hope this match is just like Goldberg versus Lesnar at WrestleMania 33. I think it would be amazing, you know, just a bunch of hard hits, a bunch of finishers, a bunch of just crazy slams and stuff like that. No bullcrap in between, just two guys getting in the ring and going head-to-head hard as crap. I think that would be amazing for this. I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar picking up the retain, even though it would be amazing for Samoa Joe to win. I'm going with Brock Lesnar retaining here. It just makes the most sense. All the rumors and jazz like that. I hate that wrestling has come to that, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar retaining. I'm very hyped for this pay-per-view. This match especially, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's booked the way that Goldberg and Lesnar were. But, you know, you never know, so I definitely don't think it'll be a squash or anything like that, but definitely two titans getting in the ring and colliding hard as piss. Just be very, very nice. But that's going to do it for this prediction video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment down below what your predictions are for this pay-per-view. Still can't believe it's called Great Balls of Fire. Subscribe for more epic WWE figure videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.